You pick up a bottle labeled Immune Support or Natural Energy Boost. The packaging is sleek. The buzzwords sound convincing. But what if I told you? Some of the so-called healthiest drinks on the market have more sugar than a can of Coke. And those gut-loving probiotics, that hydration boost, some of it might be doing nothing at all. Or worse, undoing your health goals. In this video, we're uncovering the truth behind the labels, breaking down the science, exposing the marketing tricks, and revealing what's actually worth drinking, and what's best left on the shelf. So before your next health kick turns into a sugar crash, stay tuned, because what you're about to learn could change what's in your fridge forever. Stick with us till the end, because we are revealing the drinks that actually are worth it and showing you how to read a drink's label like a pro. Let's be honest, we all want to believe the hype. A drink that boosts energy, strengthens our immune system, improves our gut health, and tastes like fruit punch? Sounds like a miracle in a bottle. But that's exactly the problem. Health drinks have exploded into a multi-billion-dollar industry, and they've done it by mastering one thing: marketing psychology, packaging in earthy greens and clean whites, words like natural, revitalizing, immune support, and detox that trigger emotional responses. Even scientific-sounding ingredients like electrolytes, adaptogens, and probiotics, often tossed in without meaningful context, make us feel like we're making a smart choice. But behind all that buzz is often a beverage with more in common with a fizzy drink than a salad. A 2021 review in Frontiers in Nutrition found that many so-called functional beverages deliver negligible clinical benefits for the average person. Meanwhile, a simple piece of fruit and a glass of water might provide more real nutrition without the clever branding. Why are we so easy to fool? Because these drinks offer a shortcut. We want vitality, focus, glowing skin, and if a 3-pound bottle can promise all that, it's tempting. But in reality, no drink replaces a balanced diet, quality sleep, or regular movement. Health drinks aren't inherently evil, but they're not miracle workers either. Let's peel back the label and look deeper, because what's inside might surprise you. You think you're being healthy, grabbing a mango smoothie or a vitamin water instead of a fizzy drink? But what if that innocent choice is actually wrecking your blood sugar? Here's the kicker. Many health drinks have as much or more sugar than a can of cola. Take some popular fruit smoothies and immune boost juices. Some contain 30 to 40 grams of sugar per bottle. That's 7 to 10 teaspoons in a single drink. The World Health Organization recommends no more than 25 grams of added sugar per day for adults. Some of these health drinks blast through that in one gulp, but it gets sneakier. Labels often list no added sugar, while still being loaded with fruit concentrates, purees, or syrups, which act exactly like sugar in your body. Even natural sugars spike your glucose, triggering insulin release, fat storage, and ironically, more cravings. A study in the British Medical Journal found that high-sugar drinks, even those marketed as healthy, were linked to an increased risk of type 2 diabetes. And let's not forget the impact on your teeth. The combination of acid and sugar in many vitamin waters or kombuchas can quietly erode enamel. Bottom line, just because a drink wears a health halo doesn't mean it's good for you. Sugar wears many disguises, and natural doesn't mean harmless. Welcome to the world of functional drinks. Beverages that promise more than just hydration, energy boosts, better digestion, sharper focus, glowing skin. It's like drinking a magic potion, right? But let's ask the question, do these drinks really deliver? Take probiotic drinks like kefir or kombucha. Some contain beneficial bacteria, but not all strains survive the bottling process or your stomach acid. A 2020 review in Nutrients highlighted that the probiotic benefit is strain-specific. And unless you're drinking clinically validated strains in the right doses, you might just be sipping sweet fermented tea. Then we've got energy drinks packed with B vitamins and caffeine. Sure, they might perk you up, but that's just the caffeine talking. The vitamins? Most people with a decent diet already get enough. Your body simply flushes out the excess in your urine. Yep, expensive pee. Collagen drinks for skin? Emerging evidence suggests some benefit from hydrolyzed collagen, but only when taken consistently in high enough doses, usually over several weeks. One small study in skin pharmacology and physiology found some wrinkle reduction, but again, it's no miracle cure. And what about those nootropic or focus-enhancing drinks? The science is still out. Many rely on unproven herbs or under-researched adaptogens like ashwagandha or ginseng, often in doses too low to make a difference. So, do functional drinks work? Sometimes, but often they're just expensive water with clever branding. Ever picked up a drink, seen only 60 calories, and thought, nice, guilt-free? But then you realize that's per 100 milliliters, and the bottle holds 500 milliliters. Suddenly, you're drinking 300 calories and 35 grams of sugar. Oops! Health drink labels are often masterclasses in misdirection. Manufacturers use small serving sizes to make the numbers look harmless. And who drinks half a bottle of smoothie and puts it back in the fridge? Worse, the front label may scream no added sugar, while the ingredients list quietly includes fruit concentrate, agave syrup, honey, or maltodextrin, all technically natural, but metabolically identical to sugar. Some drinks hide behind health halos. Electrolyte water might sound essential, but many versions contain barely more minerals than tap water. Others include trendy ingredients like spirulina or charcoal. At such tiny quantities, they're more marketing garnish than nutritional benefit. And don't be fooled by the color green. A 2022 study published in Appetite found that people rated drinks in green packaging as healthier, regardless of the actual ingredients. Here's a tip. Flip the bottle around. Don't just read the marketing. Check the sugar, ingredients list, and serving size. And if the label reads more like a chemistry experiment than a recipe, you might want to rethink. Up next, natural and organic. Are they really better or just buzzwords with a healthy markup? Words like natural, organic, and clean have become the holy trinity of health branding. But do they actually make a drink healthier? Let's start with natural. It's one of the least regulated terms in the food industry. A drink can be labeled natural and still contain concentrated juices, cane sugar, and flavor enhancers, all technically from nature, but heavily processed and calorie-dense. Now, organic does have a legal definition. Organic drinks must meet certain standards, like no synthetic pesticides or GMOs. That's great for environmental impact and farming ethics. But nutritionally, the difference is often minimal. Organic sugar is still sugar. A 2019 meta-analysis in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that while organic produce may have slightly higher antioxidant levels, the overall health impact of organic versus non-organic foods, including drinks, is relatively small when the diet as a whole is balanced. Then there's the clean label movement, which sounds great but can also be misleading. A short pronounceable ingredient list doesn't automatically mean healthy. Coconut water with just coconut still contains 13 grams or more of sugar per cup. Here's the truth. Natural doesn't mean low sugar. Organic doesn't mean nutrient-packed. And clean doesn't mean calorie-free. The smarter move? Look past the buzzwords. Focus on nutritional value, not just feel-good labels. Now let's explore one of the biggest myths in the industry. Do we really need all these drinks, or is plain water still king? Let's bust a myth that's been bottled, branded, and sold to us for years. That you need fancy drinks to stay hydrated. Spoiler alert, most people don't. Unless you're running marathons in the desert or losing fluids through illness, plain water does the job perfectly. Yet we've been convinced we need electrolyte waters, vitamin-infused sips, or hydration boosters just to get through the day. Here's the science. According to the European Food Safety Authority, water, plain and simple, is the best and most efficient way to hydrate. Electrolyte drinks are helpful after intense exercise or excessive sweating, but for an office worker or someone walking their dog, not necessary. And those vitamin waters? Often loaded with sugar or sweeteners, while the added nutrients are in tiny doses, many below recommended daily allowances. You'd get more bang for your buck with a balanced meal and a glass of tap water. Hydration doesn't need bells and whistles. In fact, a 2022 study in the Journal of the American College of Nutrition found that people who drank mostly water had better overall diets, consumed fewer calories, and were less likely to overeat. Even tea and coffee in moderate amounts contribute to hydration. Add slices of lemon, cucumber, or mint to jazz things up naturally. So before you reach for that neon electrolyte drink or vitamin-enhanced bottle, ask yourself, am I buying hydration or a story? Next up, what should you drink if you want real health benefits? All right, with so many drinks pretending to be healthy, what should you be sipping if you actually want to support your health? Let's start with the MVP, water. whether it's tap, filtered, or sparkling. Staying hydrated with water supports digestion, brain function, energy, and even skin health. And it's calorie-free, sugar-free, and nearly always free of cost. Next up, unsweetened herbal teas. Things like peppermint, chamomile, or rooibos. These bring hydration plus potential anti-inflammatory or digestive benefits, depending on the blend. Just avoid ones with natural flavorings and hidden sugars. Homemade smoothies can be fantastic when you're in control of the ingredients. Use whole fruits, vegetables, healthy fats like avocado or flax seeds, and skip the juice bases. You get fiber, phytonutrients, and natural sweetness, all in one go. Kefir or unsweetened yogurt drinks can offer real probiotic benefits, as long as they contain live cultures and minimal added sugar. Look for billions of CFUs and as few added ingredients as possible. Vegetable juices, think beetroot, celery, carrot, can also work in moderation. Just beware of sodium levels and the lack of fiber compared to whole veggies. And finally, DIY infusions. Slice up citrus, berries, or cucumber and steep in water. Looks fancy, tastes amazing, zero sugar. In short, stick to drinks that nourish, hydrate, and support. Not just promise, but how do you make sure you're picking wisely? In the next section, we'll arm you with a quick cheat sheet for reading any label like a pro. Think of this as your superpower against health drink hype. With just a few label-reading tricks, you can separate the genuinely good from the cleverly disguised. First, check the sugar. Don't fall for per 100 ml tricks. Look at the per bottle or per serving total. Aim for under 5 grams of sugar per 100 milliliters. If sugar, or any of its 50-plus aliases, is in the top 3 ingredients, it's a red flag. Second, scan the ingredients list. It's like reading a script. Shorter is usually better. Watch out for fruit juice concentrates, syrups, agave, and maltodextrin. Natural doesn't mean neutral. Third, identify empty promises. Boosts immunity, detox, natural energy. These aren't regulated health claims. If the label sounds like a wellness Instagram post, be skeptical. Fourth, watch for additives. Some drinks are packed with sweeteners, stabilizers, and flavorings. If you're seeing ingredients you couldn't explain to a 10-year-old, it might not belong in your body. Fifth, look for real value. Are there actual live cultures, meaningful doses of vitamins, or functional ingredients backed by science? If not, you're likely paying for fancy packaging. And finally, trust your gut, not the front of the label. The front is for marketing. The back, that's where the truth lives. Next, let's bring it all together with a recap and final thoughts, including a simple challenge that could change what's in your fridge today. So, what have we learned? That many so-called health drinks are marketing marvels, not miracle elixirs. That sugar can hide behind fruit concentrates and friendly fonts. That natural, organic, and functional don't always equal healthy. And that often the most powerful drink you can have is plain old water. This doesn't mean you need to become paranoid or toss out every drink in your fridge. It means being intentional, being curious, and being just a little more label savvy. Ask yourself the following: is this drink truly nourishing me? Or am I buying a feeling, not a function? Would I still want it if the packaging were plain? Here's your challenge. Take a tour of your kitchen today. Pick up every healthy drink in your fridge or cupboard and flip it around. Check the sugar. Read the ingredients. See what you actually find. You might be surprised. You might be proud. Or you might be reaching for your water filter by the end of it. The truth about health drinks is this: some can support your well-being, but many just support clever marketing teams. Choose wisely, sip smart, and never underestimate the power of informed choices over trendy ones. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, share it with someone who needs to hear this, and subscribe for more science-backed wellness content. Because when it comes to your health, the truth matters.